base vibration from the black holes, depending on what that vibration is, because it changes, which is going to, I would say, make a lot of sense of what's happening now, because we are in the cusp of a great change. Information comes from the suns in the form of photons, probably in the form of other things too, but certainly photons, the basic unit of light, and all other forms of electromagnetic radiation. And that's the wireless internet, which we then decode into this collective reality, this collective World Wide Web. The energy running through the ley line system of the Earth, with all the points where the lines cross and the massive vortexes, these are the sacred places where they put the stone circles and the temples and all the rest of it. It's photon information that's passing through there. So the Earth too is decoding information. Same way, because the Earth is also conscious. And we, through the meridian line system of acupuncture, this chi energy that the Chinese talk about, that energy is photon energy, information. And that's the information that's being decoded constantly through the body computer system. That's why I say it's not just the brain, that's massively, massively important at the forefront, it's the genetic structure. And that is creating the world, as I say, in our heads. Now, there have been scientists over the years who said that they believe that this reality only exists in this form when it's observed. From where I'm coming from, I say that's absolutely right, for this reason. When you put a computer disk in a computer, the computer is not reading all the information on the disk and putting it on the screen. It's not doing that. It's reading and putting on the screen whatever it's reading at the time somewhere on the disk. And that's what we're doing. The base foundation of this reality is waveform. And when we observe it, decode it, it becomes this reality. When it's not being decoded, it's waveform, it's information. There's no light gets into the brain, this kind of light. So how can we see light? How can I see that light when no light gets in my brain? Because that light is actually waveform information, which I decode into that light in the way, again, I'll come to. So when in the Matrix they said, that child said, there is no spoon. It's not the spoon that bends, it is only yourself. Absolutely right. For all the reasons I'm talking about. There's no such thing as miracles. There's just overcoming the programmed limitations of our perception. If, in the normal course of events, we are programmed that when you burn yourself or come into contact with fire, flame, you're going to get burned. Bloody hell, ouch. But an illusion can only burn an illusion if you think it's real, and therefore decode that. So what these people do, they go into other states of consciousness. Some people in like Hawaii, some of these really deep meditative people, they walk across hot volcanic rocks without getting burned. Why? Because if they can't, and this is so important as we go through today, if they will not decode that reality, that this will burn me, then if it doesn't get decoded into this, it can't get decoded into ouch. There are no miracles. There's just overcoming the limitations and the perception of limitations. We are consciousness, disembodied awareness, eternal awareness, and we use the body computer to experience this frequency range. If my consciousness, your consciousness, anybody's consciousness wanted to hold that up, it couldn't. Because the difference in frequency between that and consciousness, never the twain shall meet. It's radio 1 and radio 3 or whatever. They're in the same space. They don't interfere with each other. So we take on these outer shells, consciousness, to experience this reality. The inner core of the control system knows this. And what it does is get us to identify who we are with the vehicle and not who we really are, consciousness. This is a Central American shaman who said this: we are perceivers, we are awareness, we are not objects, we have no solidity, we are boundless. We, or rather our reason, programming, forget this, and thus we entrap the totality of ourselves in a vicious circle from which we rarely emerge in our lifetime. And you get a control system that is systematically doing that, And that's why we live in the world we do. This allows us to experience this reality. This is what we are, multi-leveled consciousness.